and I am born anew. Hi guys, how's it going? Yeah, I understand that it's been a long time since I last updated, but I'm back! Yay! Hopefully I'll try updating on a regular basis. I do still have work, although I have changed locations in terms of where I work. I now work at an Olive Garden, which is a lot of fun because I get all kinds of benefits and stuff, even though I'm only a server, which is actually a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So come visit. I work in the Milpitas one if you guys want to come check me out. Hi! Just come say hi or whatever if you live nearby, I guess, but you probably don't, so whatever. Anyway, there have been a couple of other changes besides where I work. Yeah, I killed my computer. I killed my hard drive the other day out of absolute Hulk like rage. It was doing a bunch of stupid stuff, so I had to teach it a lesson, but I ended up killing it instead, so I had to get a brand new one, which meant I had to start everything all over again, including downloading all of my recording software, all of my emulators, all of my stuff, so what can I do? The fields have changed a little bit, because now we don't have that huge ass, what was it, a stump or whatever? I'm too lazy to check a look at the old videos just to be sure. But those are the potatoes that came in yesterday. A couple I've been keeping up with the stuff. No, puppy, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Yeah, you treat your dog bad, then everything all goes to hell. But the cucumbers have come in. Yay! Now I know I said we were going to save most of our crops, but as it turns out, we didn't get our needed upgrades in time, so we have to wait until we do. It's probably going to be another maybe 3 days or so before we can get enough money and enough time before everything is all set in order, and then we still have to wait for the Saturday people, what was it, the TV shopping for us to get all our stuff done. So it's going to take a while before everything gets in order. So don't worry, it will get in order eventually. I will be making the necessary upgrades soon. You just have a little bit of patience with me and everything will be okay. So next in our whole line of changes, we have our chickens. Yay, chickies. We had a new one born just today. Her name is Chidori because I like Chidori and it's such a cute little name. Even though it's supposed to be this big monstrous attack from Naruto, but I think it's absolutely adorable name for a girl. It's just so absolutely adorable, especially for a little chicky-doo, which is awesome. Excuse my cooing, I get really weird around babies. Especially little chicky-doo babies. It's so cute. Anyway, so, what else hasn't been going right lately? I've been a little bit lazy in terms of taking care of animals. Not that I haven't been, like, talking to them and feeding them every day, but more like along the lines of... What am I doing with that cucumber? More along the lines of I forgot to get a brush for my horse. So now it's not quite as happy with me as it really used to be. But I've had it for a little bit longer, so maybe that balanced out a little bit, I don't know. I also found out a new trick for getting my horse to go wherever the hell I please. It's more than just having to push it in the right direction. I can actually whistle it and lead it away to where I want it to go, which is even more amazing than what I thought could possibly be possible. Yeah, possibly be possible. So I have everything taken care of in terms of animals. Hopefully after we get the extensions and the necessary equipment to get our kitchen started, we'll be able to get more cows, we'll get some sheep going in there, and hopefully we'll even get the harvest goddess happy with us. Which brings me to my next change. The harvest goddess made it rain at some point during this playthrough, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get the necessary upgrades in terms of our stamina going. So yeah, it's a little bit behind. We're probably only like a day or two behind, so everything should be working out okay. In terms of friendships, the only people I've been really working on are Juan, Cliff, and Rick, for obvious reasons. Although, to be fair with Juan, I'm no longer dating him anymore because we got friends with him. Yay! Friendship acquired. Everything is awesome. So now whatever we couldn't sell to Zach before via the shipping bin, we can now sell to Juan. And here's Kappa. to make things a bit more awkward for you. Although we do need to make friends with Kappa now that I think about it, because we we need the Kappa berry that he's going to give us in about 10 days. So it's basically like appealing to the harvest goddess and another weird Kappa thingus god mini thingy in the lake now. Yeah, that thing in the lake. If we throw him cucumbers for 10 days straight, I think, or maybe just 10 disjointed days, I'll have to talk with um, Ushinotane again to be sure. But if we sacrifice cucumbers to him, he'll eventually give us a Kappa berry, which will lengthen our fatigue time. What is fatigue, you might ask? Well, fatigue is the counterpart of stamina to help keep us active throughout the day. Without stamina, we can barely work. Without fatigue, if we build up our fatigue too much, then we faint. So we have about 100 stamina right now, probably about 120 now that we have the other power berry from the very beginning. But if we, what do we do? If we continue building up power berries, then we continue building up our stamina, and we continue building up more of what we can do on a daily basis without it being without having to deal with repercussions the next day, because the more fatigue that we build up, we automatically get most of our stamina after 8 hours of sleep or so. But our fatigue takes a little bit longer to get rid of. And the more fatigue we build up the day before, the less stamina we have built up, the more sick we are, the later we wake up, and less daytime that we have to take care of everything. So yeah, that's the other thing that I forgot to do. Like I said earlier, I forgot to get a brush. I've only been taking care of Rick. I haven't built up his friggin' heart yet, which is kind of stupid. We're not friends with Lily anymore. We barely met up with Mana and Duke yesterday. So, but we have been getting a bunch of the cutscenes done. I haven't gotten any cutscenes that you guys haven't seen yet. So on that particular track, we're on track. So you guys can still see all the wonderful events and stuff. In the meantime, in terms of this Let's Play, I have decided exactly when I'm going to stop. I am going to stop at the beginning of the 5th year. Because by the 5th year, we should have everything taken care of. Although, maybe not all the cutscenes. We should have most of the cutscenes taken care of, all the ones that you would care to see anyway. We would have a family by then. We would have a baby by then that will never grow up, I might add. We will have all the upgrades. We would have all the crops planted and sold. We would hopefully have all of the food sold. We would have had won every single competition. We would have made so much money that we don't even know what to do with, and by then we'll probably be bored, and by then it would probably be a nice time to say goodbye and move on to the next Harvest Moon. I'm still trying to decide what the next Harvest Moon will be, although I'm pretty sold on, Magical Melody. Magical Melody is a very nice little place to keep things, interesting, which is just as well. Everything should be okay from there. It's a little bit, how do I explain this? Magical Melody, the animations have always made me really mad, especially when you're playing as the girl and you have the stupid little pigtails and her voice is gratingly evil and stupid. And I kind of wish that Harvest Moon would make it so that you could build your own character, kind of like with The Sims or any one of the other MMOs online, stuff like that. If they could do something like that, then that'd be great. I think they put it a step in the right direction when you got to choose which kind of person you wanted to look like, both in what was it, that one other one, the one in Flowerbed, Harvest Moon DS and Harvest Moon DS Cute, and also in Animal Parade. They let you choose which one, the one from Tree of Tranquility or the new one that they designed, which I thought was really good. I thought that was a nice step in the right direction, but I kind of wish they would let us decide what we wanted to look like. And that was a really nice step in the right direction when they decided that we could start buying clothes for ourselves and for our, not for our spouses, but for our children, which was even more fun. So hopefully they'll listen to our prayers and allow us to decide for ourselves what we want to look like. Just the same as they let us decide on our spouses and essentially what our children are going to be like. So that was really good. So hopefully they'll continue on that progress, which I believe is a very good direction. Let me think. What else do we want to talk about? We want to talk about why haven't I been upgraded for Grand Bazaar? Let me see. I know I said that I was a content writer for Grand Bazaar for this fan site. I haven't been turning in my stuff mostly because I've gone stagnant um, with Grand Bazaar because they have this stupid thing where the vendors decide what they want to sell to you or not, and that's the formula with a lot of the Harvest Moon games for the most part. Mostly, especially for actually for all of them. Now that I think about it, they decide when to sell you what seeds and why. But for the most part, you know exactly what you need to do to get the seeds. But for Grand Bazaar, it's, oh, I don't have them. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for a while. And for some of them, yeah, you do have to wait a couple years before they finally start selling them. But it it just kind of pisses me off that I have to wait 3 years for onion seeds. Onion seeds, guys, onion seeds. How do you make me wait 3 years in game to make me buy onion seeds? It doesn't. It shouldn't have to work that way, you know. I mean, yeah, strawberry seeds. I get that. Strawberries are absolutely popular. I love being able to plant my first strawberry seed. That's perfect. Um, what is it for summer? Summer is, it's not corn. It's that other one. I'll remember eventually. I promise you. But and then even for what was it? Not the pumpkins for fall. It's like a specific type of like peppers that you have to wait for before you can actually sell. No, it's spinach. It's spinach. And they're good selling stuff, and they're stuff that you have to actually wait for, and it's an actual reward because there's so much you can do with it. But onions? Yes, there's so much you can do with onions, but it's a general crop. You don't expect to have to wait for those. And it's totally random per game. So in order to get the crops that you want, you either have to buy a second copy of the game and hope that maybe it has the crop that you want, or worse yet, you have to connect with the Wi-Fi and pray to God that somebody has the seeds that you're looking for and hopefully get those seeds. And if they agree to trade with you, and then you have to trade even more seeds. Thankfully, though, with the windmill system, you only have to buy maybe 1 or 2 seeds, and then you can process them, and it takes a while, and you can keep growing your crops from there. But it's just kind of a pain in the ass that you have to go so far that you have to find friends all over the place just to do it. Anyway, day's over. I'll see you guys next time.